So a follower on Tumblr asked me if I could show them how to add a train to a gown. So here's a short tutorial on that, and this is the dress I've chosen. The first thing I'm doing is removing this half of this bottom part because I don't need it for the train, and I'll add a new one later. And then I'm using the B key to choose the vertices I want to modify, and then I press G to modify them, and then right now I'm pressing Y to only modify it, in one way, and you can do that with Y, X, and C. And then I'm just trying to create this effect a bit and modulating the vertices. Yeah. And now I'm going to choose all of these, and then I'm pressing E to create new faces from these vertices. Yeah, it's easier than, pressing F all the way. So I'm doing this, it's very simple. And then I'm just trying to make it look good, make it look like an actual train. And you can make this however long you like. I just chose to make a short one. It's not this short, it's not finished, but I just chose to make a short one because I didn't want to make a huge one, because you can just make it yourself. This is just a general idea of it. Also, I will not show you how to UV map it, but you can either make the dress itself shorter so it still fits in the UV map for body and not, doesn't hit the shoe part, or you can let the train be a different part of it, but you can figure that out yourself. Yeah. I really want it to be, perfect, although I'm not gonna release this, but yeah. And then I'm just triangulating the faces like this, and then I'm choosing these vertices that I just made, and then I'm making more so I can create a longer train effect. And then I'm pressing S to just make it a bit larger. And then I'm triangulating faces, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pick those two faces because I think they turned the wrong way. So I'm just gonna, yeah. Sorry, it just slipped from me, but I'm just gonna rotate the edge CW and then remove the triangle to create a more rounded part. And I'm just moving it up a bit because, as you can see, it's under the green line, and that means it will just go into the floor, and I don't really want that. I'm trying to make it float on top of the floor. So yeah, it's very important to not just let it drop down. It needs to be, and you need to make sure that you can actually see it. And I just continue doing what I did before, pressing the E key to make more faces, vertices, triangulating the faces, and rotating the edge CV so I can get this rounded effect. And as you can see, it's slowly beginning to look like a train. And it's quite simple and very easy to do. Now I am choosing all the vertices here to make that bottom part a new bottom part, like the one I deleted earlier. I don't know what it's called, but I delete, and now I'm pressing the E key to create this. The E key is really, I use it a lot, and then I'm just figuring out how to do this. And merging at the middle and then merging it together with this. So there isn't a big large hole in the mesh. Yeah, there's a bit of blackness right there, some shadows. I just remove doubles and then I'm gonna edge split this entire thing. Otherwise it'll, as you can see, there's a huge shadow. I pressed the wrong button, sorry. And then edge split. And yeah, this is what it looks like. But I do think it's sort of flat. So I'm just going to edit it a tiny bit. And yes, I'm just using the B key to choose the vertices I want. And just lifting them up a bit because I don't want it to be too flat. And yeah, it was a little below the line, as I told you before, so I just lifted it up a bit so it isn't below it, because then it'll just look weird. Yeah, and as you can see, this is the train. This is what it looks like, and it was a very simple thing to do, so I hope you can use this tutorial and have a fun time meshing.